Good afternoon. This is Tamara Sweeney from lovedominates.com. Lovedominates.com. It is a day after Mother's Day, and I can say I survived. I just want everyone to know out there I had a great day, despite the fact that inside you just want to cry. As you can see, my eyes look like they're swollen, so I held back all my tears. But because I'd give up the world to be sitting at my kitchen table and my kids just making me homemade cards and hugging and kissing me. But that's not the real world of parental alienation. I want to clarify some things, some behaviors, so that people understand, or you could show these videos to other people that are in your group that are giving you a hard time because the alienator has already done his divide and conquer and pitted everyone against you. The bottom line here is, if a child is not talking to another parent, then you should be looking at that other parent's behavior, because 99.9% of that is because that parent put the fear of God in those children to speak to you. Those children will swear up and down that their other parent keeps saying, "Oh, I want you to have a relationship. I want you to be with that other parent." But in reality, that child has no idea the fear that they had already put in them. So in the very beginning, the alienator plays the victim and makes them feel really, really bad if they show any kind of sign of loving that other parent, the targeted parent. So just to give you an example, this used to drive me nuts in court, or any time I heard it. It was the alienator would say, "I want my children to be with their mother. I want them to be with their mother, but I'm not going to force them." So let me just answer that. The 18 years, 17 years that I've raised those children practically alone, there was not one complaint about me being a mother. So there should be no forcing a child to be with another parent. That is all created due to the alienator now not allowing the kids to see that other parent. So the alienator creates the situation and tries to walk away looking like the good person. So number one, any parent that doesn't allow a child or uses their children for custody, or to not allow them to see them, or puts money on their children as an asset, should be ashamed of themselves. Number two, any parent that does this, that does not allow another parent to see that other child, they're not human, and they don't love their children. And I hate saying that because, God forbid, my own children are watching this video, but it's the truth. They don't know how to love anyone but themselves, and they are using that child as a tool to hurt the targeted parent. So any neighbor, any family member, any therapist, any lawyer that's supporting this kind of behavior is also helping the alienation of that child. And how dare them? Because you just messed up that many more children and families. A real parent, a real father or mother would be co-parenting with that other parent, however you have to do it, by email or whatnot, but would be co-parenting and should be role modeling in front of those children that the parents get along. And it's better that your parents are divorced, because you don't want to grow up in a home where two parents don't love each other. So don't be afraid of divorce. The other thing is, if you role model to your children that mommy and daddy are better apart, but we get along and we are going to support our kids no matter what, whether it be financially, whether it be through love, whether it be through activities, whatever the case may be, both mother and father should be role modeling and taking it out of court, because court is a joke. Court will destroy your children. Therapist will destroy your children. I have no faith in the system, especially when I had my own court-appointed therapist telling my children to stay away from me and lying to them, telling them I was diagnosed with something when I have never been diagnosed, and my therapist telling me to stay away from my children, to live my life without my kids. What therapist does that? Not a good one. And it was court appointed, go figure. So if a parent can't co-parent with that other, they had a relationship before, they were in love, they had children, they should be able to communicate, and they should be able to role model good behavior. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's a whole nother story, because they can't face you eye to eye. They cannot face you at all. They just want to cut you out of your life. Just like my ex said, the kids could kill you and get away with it because you deserve it. And they were underage. So when you're dealing with that level of severity, I understand it's impossible. But all these other people that are affecting your children should realize, like in my own case, my neighbors, my own brother, family members, friends, they shouldn't be supporting this guy. And if you see him in public, or which he never goes in public, but if you see him in public, or you see that alienator in public, people should start standing up and say, stop destroying your children. Because that's exactly what they're doing. They're destroying your children. So even if they don't say anything to them and want to play Switzerland and stay out of it, that's harming the children. Because the children believe that, because that person's not saying anything, the targeted parent must be wrong. And this is how the narcissists do it. They get all their flying monkeys, the family members, the neighbors, anyone that'll support them, and create this. But remember, bottom line is, the parent that doesn't co-parent, the parent that will not role model good behaviors, the parent that won't speak eye to eye with the other parent and hides and runs, is the guilty one. They are the one. And the parent that has the children, no doubt in my mind, is the alienator. And they created this world full of lies. And it's time for other people to stand up, talk to those children. If you know a child that's not talking to a parent, then you should be going up to them and saying, whether it's a mother or father, your father loves you. Go talk to your father. Your mother loves you. Go talk to your mother. Don't cut her out of your life, because you're just hurting yourself. My own personal kids will never be able to have a relationship. If you can't have a relationship and you were taught to disrespect your own mother or your own father, how are they going to treat their wife or their significant other? They are going to abuse them. They are going to demean them, belittle them, disrespect them, because that's what they were taught. Well, I hope this video helps. Please send it off to anyone that you're having a hard time with. Matter of fact, I'll even throw it out there. Have those people give me a call, because normal people are not getting this. It doesn't register with them, because it's not normal behavior. You're dealing with a severe narcissistic personality, and they're impossible to deal with. And if they have money behind it, it's even worse. So please save our children, speak up, and talk to our kids. Tell them the other parent loves them and they need to reach out. Thank you, and God bless. Love dominates.